And welcome back to Mission Reloaded Gaming. I'm Jack. Alpha 17 on the road released. Yeah, there's roads. Oh, this is so cool. Let's see. New world quests, new tools for modders, new combat tools, smarter AI, rebalancing and adjustments across the whole design. I'm afraid that this build is not compatible with saved games from previous versions or mods from previous versions. However, you can continue to use old versions until you're ready to update. If you're on Steam, to continue using the old version, just go to your Steam library, right-click on Rimworld, and click Properties. Open the Betas tab and use the drop-down menu to select the Alpha 16 version. Restart Steam and force an update. Cool. If you downloaded the game DRM free, you can update whenever you like by re-downloading from your existing download link. Your link is always the same and always gives you the latest version. Cool. I have to do that too. In the old builds, balance problems meant that some exploity strategies did work, and obviated some of the challenges in the game. Since those problems are now fixed, you may find the game a bit more difficult. It wouldn't hurt to play one notch lower on the difficulty level in Alpha 17. You can always increase the difficulty later, even during the game, through the option menu. I invite discussion on the post in this forum thread. Here, linky. A summary of the changes that follows. Roads and rivers. World now generates roads and rivers. There are 5 road types: path, dirt, stone, ancient, asphalt. Ancient asphalt highway. Some roads generate with things alongside them like concrete barriers or ancient lampposts. There are 4 sizes of river: huge, large, river, and creek. Rivers generate more rainy areas towards the sea, ignoring tiny lakes, and merge as appropriate. Rivers and roads now generate on local maps as expected. Stone roads generate using local stone and new flagstone terrain types. Flagstone terrain types. Visitors, caravans, traders, and raiders tend to arrive and leave on the roads. That's pretty cool. World generation is more chronological now. First continents formed, then rivers, and then ancient societies with shallowly simulated to generate ancient roads. Then modern settlements and roads are generated alongside ancient roads often. Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. World quests. Site parts. World site generation system allows assembling together a world destination from other parts. Mixing and matching will allow us to create a huge number of combinations. New world quests, incidents, item stash, and allied faction tells you about a stash of randomly generated reward items guarded by random threats. You can send a caravan to defeat the threat and collect the reward. New world map quest incident, bandit camp. An allied faction asks you to defeat a bandit camp and offers you a reward to do so. You can now raid! Oh my god! New world quest incident caravan request. An allied faction request asks you to deliver a particular resource to a particular base in a particular time and frame for a special reward. Oh, nice. New long-range mineral scanner. Building slowly scans for precious resources, maps nearby on the world. Oh, so you can definitely leave your planet and run around. Not leave the planet, but run around other parts of the planet. You send a caravan to collect them. Lumps may be defended. New caravan incident. Payment demand. Raiders demand items or slaves from your caravan. If you refuse, they attack. New stuff. Added smoke pop belt. Emits a cloud of accuracy-reducing smoke when the wearer is shot. Smoke also prevents turret targeting. Characters can now tend their own wounds with a penalty. Added bowler hat. Well, everyone needs to look more dapper. Corpses now leak black corpse bile while rotting. Ugh. Vents can be opened and closed with the flick action. Add option to render hats only on the main game map, but not on their portraits, so you can actually tell who's who. Bills now can be temporarily paused when satisfied until automatically reactivated at a lower level. This reduces the need for pawns to repeatedly return to workbench each time the count falls just below 1 target count. Thank you. You can now create your own packaged survival meals with appropriate research and ingredients. All pawns now have headbutt attacks they can use if they're missing all other attacking body parts. Added a caravan packing spot so you can tell your caravans where to assemble. When trees burn, They leave behind burned tree stumps. When structures and plants burn, they leave behind ash. Carpets and wooden floors can now burn. Good. Oh, that sucks though, too. Ugh. New training lessons for explaining shield belts and how door opening speed is affected by a mineral type. Oh. Door opening speed is now affected by mineral type. Material type, not mineral type. Oh, man. I need more coffee this morning. Added ambrosia sprout incident. This sprouts a grove of the pleasurable nutrition and additive ambrosia fruit trees nearby. Oh. New wimp trait makes pawn incapacitated from even a relatively small amount of pain. New chain shotgun. What? Oh, crap. Just when I thought regular shotguns were bad enough. And miniguns. Modders have now can add a def modifiers, which instead of replacing a whole def, change specific fields of that def. This allows multiple mods to change the same def without wiping each other's changes, unless they change the same field, of course. Information on how to use def modifiers are in this forum. Various enums are now defs, so modders can add new ones. Trainable, damage, impact sound types, blah 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 blah. GUI tables, or GUI tables, like most of the main tabs along the bottom of the screen, are now defined by data, making it easier to add, rearrange, sort, and change. Increasing skill relevance. Mining skill reworked. Steeper speed penalty for low skill. Mining yield is now slightly dependent on mining skill. Trade prices spread made much wider, but social skill also has much of a greater effect on it. Added animal gather speed stat, which makes some pawns faster at gathering wool or milk. Added animal product yield stat, which makes some pawns more or less likely to waste the product gathering wool and milk. Removed post-process curve from melee unit chance, so it uses the simple level-by-level tuning. It'd be much harder to hit things now at low-level melee skills. Default hit chance is 0.6 for pawns without skills. This equals the chance of a pawn with melee skill 6. Okay. Added a melee dodge stat, so better melee skills pawns will have more advantage. Pawns don't melee dodge while aiming or firing ranged weapons. Work tab boxes are easier to identify skill for visuality. Added small crunching sound that plays when you assign a pawn to a skill they're terrible at. Oh, yay. AI. More intelligent range shot target selection with random elements, harder to exploit, looks less dumb, doesn't shoot at chickens so much. Well, at least I won't lose as many chickens, hopefully. Wait, that's never really been a problem. No, there was a problem. I had a problem with that once. Took out all my chickens. Those bastards. Raider with mega weapons will now void friendly fire. Mega weapons? What the hell's a mega weapon? A rocket launcher, maybe? Sapper groups will now choose another sapper if the first one is killed, making them much more persistent. Sapper groups will now continue digging while defending from attack. I never really messed with them. I guess it's because I never really burrowed into a mountain. Well, I did, but they didn't. I don't know. Animals flee when harmed. Added a new state to Caravan Lord job, Bloody Exit, which makes the exit individually and as aggressive as possible. This makes it a bit hard to rob caravans. Okay. Raiders will no longer compulsively attack doors. Thank you. Base defense AI is touchier. Stealth raids will be much more difficult and probably infeasible most of the time. Okay, that's for me. Doctors now tend to heavy bleeding injuries and diseases near lethal severity first. Yay. Plants now have different graphics for when they're harvestable. You can see berries, cotton, corn on the plant ready to be taken. Buy-sell prices for trading is much wider, anywhere from 150 to 50%. Cool. Drugs are now slower to produce, slower to grow, and heavier. Cannibalism is harder on mood, thank God. Degraded incidents, ambush and manhunters, etc. Better with caravans and temporary maps. Incidents can now target both of these. and the story state incident cooldowns is passed back and forth between a caravan and its map to maintain continuity. Okay. Plant generation algorithm for map start reworked to generate plants in more interesting patterns with denser areas and more clear areas interspersed, and grooves of trees and sparse biomes. New graphics for some floor types and things, stone floors, stone chunks, etc. Made crop growing cycles significantly longer, especially for long cycle plants like corn. Shifted all medical potencies so that normal medicine has a potency of 1. This increases surgery success rates. Added global sell price factor for apparel at 70 and furniture at 70. Rebalanced drug economy so it's viable to buy neutroamine and make drugs with it and sell them. Because it was way OP, chem fuel can no longer be made from hay grass. Reworked surgery success rates. We now have feedback room surgery success chances on medical bed. We rebalanced room surgery success chance calculates and fixes a bug where it was 100% when outdoors removed. When outdoors remove surgery success chance exponents. Ugh, it's hard to read. Colonists wearing human leather clothes now get a negative thought, unless they have bloodlust or cannibal trait, in which case they get a mood bonus. Balanced blood loss recovery time to be much slower. 50 real seconds, 4 in-game days. Wait. Oh, okay, wait, I gotta add the less. Alright, 50 real in-game seconds is greater than 4 in-game days. What? Okay. Buffed mortars so players use them. I use them. You think make them better now? Cheaper, faster to build, faster shooting, greater accuracy, cheaper shells. Well, they get better everywhere. Armor now takes a constant fraction of incoming damage instead of absorbing all preventative damage. This solves the issue where good quality armor would be destroyed sooner. Sun lamps now turn themselves off when plants are resting. Oh yeah! Equipment rack is now a general shelf which can hold pretty much anything. Okay. Can you hold more stacks maybe of everything? That'd be cool than just on the floor. Small items like gold and silver are now 10 times smaller, it's not 20 times smaller, so it's actually feasible to build things with them. Finally. Jade is not small anymore at all. Well, good. It never should have been. It should just not come in. Anyway. Other bases regenerate their trade stock less often. Changed flammability of fur and leather to 100% and meat to 50. Manhunter pack incident can now use any kind of animal. Oh, that's bad. Rebalanced all trader stock generation. Traders will generate with fewer extreme quality items. Pawns missing heads will visually be missing heads. It's no longer possible to create a settlement directly adjacent to another settlement. Caravans now enter/leave tiles when touching the tile boundary, instead of just center of the adjacent tile. Okay. Redesigned how capacities are calculated from body part efficiencies with an entirely new collection of algorithms to stop various nonsensical cases and simplify how health conditions can affect the body. I am overburdened. Gear tab now displays item stack masses. Caravans now generate a lot tougher. All caravans now buy art. Art is also lighter and easier to sell, and has a sell price bonus, so it's now better trade good. Okay, so in the last game that I recorded, I used the hell out of artillery, and I sold art because it was the best trading thing. What have they changed in the last patch that I missed? Catharsis thought is more powerful but shorter generation. Redesign stats so that it's in most all cases high numbers are better. Rebalance the beauty system to be much more dependent on art. Ooh, ship part crash incidents now scatter rubble in chunks around the crash site. Let's see, Heel Route goes wild now in some biomes. Added caravan route planner. It allows placing several waypoints. There is now a progress dialogue while the planet mesh is generating. Date system reworked. Seasons are now arbitrary. Okay. little weird for a planet, but makes sense for continuity's sake. Fixes various memory leaks, many exploit mitigated and prevented by various design tweaks. Many other bug fixes, tunings, and redesigns. I invite discussion on this forum thread. Clickety, clickety. Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm now going to sit down and watch the video, and I will talk to you guys later.